Well, it's now time for our French press review, and for that I'm joined here in the studio by Nicolas Rochers. Good morning to you, Nicolas.
Good morning, Catherine.
So what have we got on the front pages of the French press this Friday?
Goodbye Dominique Strauss-Kahn and the sex scandals, and the Eurozone contagion, that's off the front pages as well. What we've got is a lot of domestic news, and here on the front page of Libération we can see a photo of police and guns, les forces de désordre. That's about policing in the suburbs of the Paris region. An investigation by a sociologist, Didier Fassin, has shown over 15 months terrible stories about what goes on in the field. And basically it comes down to three elements: inefficiency and a degree of violence, and also racism. And this, the paper argues, is shocking. And in its inside pages, it gives the full report. There you can see the headline, Bac, les flics mis en examen. Bac, of course, we know it as the high school diploma, the baccalaureate, but Bac actually means Brigade Anticriminelle, anti-crime, so anti-crime brigade, so crime squad if you like. Now, this investigation, the paper says in its editorial, is a bit like opening a black box of the Republic. You just look into the side the data of a plane crash and you get all the information. Here you're seeing the same things, and it's not pretty.
So basically touching on wider social ills, this would suggest.
Yes, of course. The paper, to be balanced, also has interviews with police officers who reject it out of hand, saying the book is almost fiction. It's a sketch. What is being portrayed is a caricature. So obviously the whole purpose for Libération to put that on its front page is to kind of underscore an argument it would have and feed its left-wing readers with an argument with, hey, this Sarkozy government has not delivered on policing, which is what it was elected to do. Now, in dramatic contrast, coincidentally enough, in Le Figaro, the right-wing paper.
I imagine they're not leading on this story.
No, they are. They have, but just by accident. Look at this. It has a piece about the Bac in its inside pages, but it's not to report on any sociologist investigation, but to say that the Interior Minister today, Claude Guéant, is going to the tough suburbs to praise the police officers in this Bac. There's an exhibition about this crime unit, and he's going to say it's not the hooligans who roam with impunity pressuring people, but the forces of order who put the pressure on the hooligans.
So rather a parallel universe there reflected in the left and right-wing French press. Very interesting indeed. Now, still on Le Figaro, they're leading on party politics, devoting their time to the next possible president of France, François Hollande, the leader of the Socialist Party. Elections coming up next year, of course.
Well, slamming away day after day. We're going to see this day after day now in the run up to the election, party politics. And the front page there, we can see a little picture of François Hollande, the candidate for the Socialists. And at the bottom of the page is actually the editorial there of Le Figaro, which is asking Hollande a psychological barrier. And it's saying that he's looking at himself like he is a candidate. And that contrasts dramatically with that picture you can see there of Nicolas Sarkozy striding along decisively. Now, while in the editorial it's saying that Hollande, is he really a candidate? Does he just looking at himself like he's not really believing it? Sarkozy, of course, taking decisions day after day, and this latest one, of course, that we've been hearing all week, is the wrangling over what to do about the nuclear industry in France, and the Greens and Socialists have come to an agreement to wind it down after painful discussions. And so there, Sarkozy, he's quoted in the paper as saying, I will not allow France's industrial heritage to be squandered, and so on. So hammering away there at the party politics.
Strident words there. Very quickly, if we can. I mean, this wrangling has really put the focus more on the Green Party now than it had been, hasn't it?
Well, a relatively unknown figure to us, Eva Joly, the leader of the Greens in France, has seemed to be having a tough time at these negotiations. And there in 20 Minutes, the free paper, you can see that she's denying allegations that she's having second thoughts about being leader because the negotiations were so tough. She's a hardliner. She wanted her argument to go through, and she's had to give in to the decision on nuclear power.
OK, the corridors of French politics there. Thanks very much indeed, Nicolas Rochers there with our French press review here on France 24.